Hello. Anything that we discuss is going to be for educational purposes. I'd like to welcome you all to Digital Trading Floor. It's a platform where we disseminate financial data in real time to provide actionable insights using live streaming technologies. So follow along as I navigate the markets by turning in my own account, and hopefully you will learn how I analyze the data in real time to make trading decisions. The purpose for making this video is to analyze Nifty on larger time frames. So this is a macro video. Here we would be discussing analysis of Nifty on multiple time frames, larger time frames like the yearly, quarterly, monthly charts, and we would also be discussing our stock watch list for positional long trading. We will not be initiating any short trades in those stocks that we would be discussing. Instead, we would be buying these stocks in cash markets and holding them in a demat account for a period of 30 days if they trigger. So let's start by analyzing Nifty on multiple time frames. So this is the yearly chart of Nifty. Here you can see that this yearly open is at 13,996. So as long as market is above 13,996 on the yearly time frame, market is under control of buyers on this time frame. And if you see the quarterly time frame, you will see that in terms of price structure, it has been trending higher with making higher highs and higher lows. And here you will see the quarterly opening was 14,798, and the situation would be that if market trades above all these levels, I'll show over here the monthly open. For the month of May, market opened at 14,481, and you will see that on the quarterly time frame, market opened at 14,798 level. So we had full time frame continuity, that is on all the time frame. Yearly, market traded above the opening price. On quarterly, market traded above the opening price, and on the monthly time frame, market traded above the opening price. So above all the opening price levels for multiple time frames, we would have a situation of full time frame continuity, which means that on all these time frames, uh, participants would be executing their trades, and they would be in one direction only, and they would be aggressive in lifting the offers. So that is what we saw over here. So above the quarterly opening, which was 14,798, I believe, yes, we had a situation of full time frame continuity in which buyers were aggressive in lifting the offers on all the time frame. So I'll put a horizontal line as well over here. First start from May, we started over here. So whenever we had a price above 14,811 level, which was the monthly opening print, sorry, the opening print was 14,481. So here you have approximately marked these levels. So on the daily time frame, whenever market was above all these price levels, we had situation of full time frame continuity to the upside. That is, on all the time frames, buyers were aggressive in lifting the offers, and here you can see that above those marked level, the daily time frame basically trended higher because all the time frame participants were aggressive in buying the index. And based on the monthly time frame, we get the following scenario for period of June, 1st June to 30th June. This analysis would be valid for period of 30 days. So we would be bullish above 15,606 levels, and above 15,606 levels we can trade towards 15,927 levels, 16,332 levels, and potentially 16,796 levels. So this analysis would be valid for a period of 30 days. And just for the sake of discussing alternative scenario as well, we would be become bearish below 15,011. So below 15,011 we can potentially trade towards 14,416 levels, 14,095 level, and potentially 13,690 level. And the neutral price range from a perspective of a positional trader, long only positional trader, 15,606 to 15,011 would be a neutral price range in which one can refrain from making any trades on the index. And if we see the most popular moving averages on the daily time frame, you would see that we made a golden crossover, which is 50 EMA cross of 200-day moving average. So we are in a bull market, make no doubt about it, and market is comfortably trending above the 50-day period moving average as well. If we analyze the monthly expiry contract, which is 24th June, the max pain level would be at 15,200 level. So traders who would be trading in monthly expiry contract, so their options, if they would probably be expiring worthless if market expires at 15,200 on 24th June. So what that means is option writers, both call and put option writers at 15,200 strike would be making profits, while put and call option buyers of 15,200 24th June monthly contract would be making losses, as a large percentage of options they expire worthless on expiry. So on 24th June, if market expires around 15,200 level, in that scenario, call option and put option writers, they would be making profits if market expires at 15,200 levels. If we see the overall open interest data for the 24th June monthly expiry contract, you will see that highest amount of calls have been written at 16,000 strike, followed by 15,500 strike, and highest amount of puts have been written at 15,000 strike, followed by 15,200 strike. So it gives us a broad range of 15,000 to 16,000 for 24th June monthly expiry contract. Now we would be discussing our stock watch list for month of June. So these stock watch list comprises of inside candles on the monthly time frame, and we would be looking to trade breakout to the upside only, because we would be initiating position in cash market and we would be holding them in a demat account for a period of 30 days or till last working day of this calendar month. So if we see Adani Ports on the monthly time frame, it's in a bull market because it's above 5 monthly moving average and above 20 period moving average. So on this time frame, these are 20-month moving average and 5-month moving average. So we are in a bull market in Adani Ports and we'll look for buying opportunity above 792 levels. Once we get a trigger at 792, we'll look to establish a position in the cash market. Second stock is Apollo Tyre. Again, it's again in a bull market, and we would be looking to establish a buying position above 228.8 levels if this triggers to the upside. Our third stock is Chola Finance. It's again in a bull market, and we'll look to establish a long only position above 590.65 levels. Our fourth stock is Cipla. Here you can see that Cipla is again in an uptrend, and we would be looking to establish a position above 952 in this stock. Once it triggers, we'll look to establish a position for a period of 30 days in the cash market. Our fifth stock is DLF. DLF is again in a bull market, and we'll look to establish a position above 292.95 levels. And basically, inside candle would break to the upside if we breach 292.95 95 levels. Our next stock is Hind Unilever. So Hind Unilever is in an uptrend and will look to establish a position to the upside if it trades above 2447 levels. Else will not be making any positional trade in Hind Unilever. Our next stock is IGL. It's again in a bull market on the monthly time frame and will look to establish a long position above 534.1 in IGL. Next stock is Kotak Bank. It's again in a bull market and will look to establish a position if we trade above 1813.35 levels. Next stock is Piramal Enterprises. So in Piramal Enterprises, it was in a bear market, but recently it formed a bullish crossover and we have formed an inside candle now. So we'll look to establish a position to the upside if we trade above 1842.5 levels. Next stock is RBL Bank. So if you see RBL Bank, it is currently in a bear market based on the moving averages, but it has formed an inside candle and it's on a buy watch list if it trades to the upside from next month onward. That is tomorrow a new monthly candle will start, and if it breaches this month's candle, which is at 217.3, we'll look to establish a long position. However, in terms of position size, we would be trading half our position size, because in all the stocks that we have discussed so far, the overall trend is basically up. So since in RBL Bank the overall trend is down, so and this trade would be contrarian trade, we would look to establish half our normal position in this stock if it triggers to the upside. Our final stock is Tech Mahindra. It is again in a bull market and will look to establish a position if it trades above 1033.1 levels. So all these stocks have formed an inside monthly candle for the month of May, and inside candles are formed when there is an equilibrium between both the buyers and the sellers. So we would look to establish a position if either side of the range breaks. However, since this is a positional strategy, we would be looking to establish position only if it breaks to the upside. Will not be initiating any short positions in these stocks. Finally, before ending this video, I like to summarize that for the month of June, we would be bullish above 15,606 levels, and we can potentially trade towards 15,927, 16,332 and potentially 16,796 levels. And on the flip side, we would be bearish below 15,011 levels, below which we can potentially trade towards 14,416, 14,095 and potentially 13,690 levels. And our stock watch list comprises of inside candles on the monthly time frame, and the stocks that we have chosen for our positional long watch list are Adani Ports, Apollo Tyre, Cholafin, Cipla, DLF, Hind Unilever, IGL, Kotak Bank, Piramal Enterprises, RBL Bank and Tech Mahindra. So all these stocks are inside candles on the monthly time frames, and they are formed when there is an equilibrium between both the buyers and the sellers, and will look to establish a position if it breaks previous month highs. That is, if it trades above May monthly highs, we'll look to establish a position in these stocks. And tomorrow a new candlestick would start, a new monthly candlestick, 1st June. Finally, I like to thank you all for watching this video. Do hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Digital Trading Flow YouTube channel. Thank you.